In the Star Trek science fiction series, Shuttlecraft are fictitious vehicles designed for quick space travel, such as between a planet's surface and orbit. They were introduced before the Space Shuttle, which was also known as a shuttle. Space Ranger assumed that a long-range starship would land on planets prior to Star Trek and science fiction films like Rocky Jones and Forbidden Planet. Quality Roddenberry's unique reason expressed that the Starship Endeavour seldom lands. Given the enhancements intricacy of handling a Goliath starship every week, once in a while was immediately different to never own dated Walk 1964, the reason makes reference to a little transport rocket. 2. The bus rocket was too costly to even consider working for the main episodes. The transporter was used to teleport characters onto and off the ship for the majority of the series. In the primary year of Star Trek, the first series, the need immediately created for Shuttlecraft. Shuttles served the same purpose on a Navy ship as boats did. They carried personnel, cargo, and reconnaissance payloads. Star bases also made use of them. For TV essayists, they served the emotional capability of placing characters in a little boat that could get lost. However, shuttlecraft were at first costly to assemble. They were in the long run utilized in each Star Journey series. The Danube-class runabout in Star Trek. The Next Generation was one example of a shuttlecraft design that was frequently shared across various media. Additionally, Deep Space Nine appeared in Star Trek, The Generation to Come. Based on his experience as a pilot, art director Matt Jeffries initially envisioned a sleek, streamlined shuttle. The bended shape demonstrated too costly to even consider working for the first episodes. 3. AMT proposed to fabricate a regular shuttlecraft at no expense in return for privileges to showcase a model unit. The last plan of the mock-up, by Quality Winfield 4, is 24 feet, 7.2 meters, long and weighs 1 ton, has a pressed wood structure, and was implicit 2 months by a group of 12 individuals. Because the mock-up was too small for filming, a separate set was used for interior scenes. 5. This box-like, utilitarian shape became the prototype for shuttles throughout Star Trek. The Galileo 7 was the first film to feature the shuttle, which was given the name Galileo Galilei. Its enlistment number is NCC 1701/7 and conveys a group of 7. At the point when Galileo and her group disappear in the episode, a second shuttlecraft called Columbus is sent off. Once the shuttlecraft had been laid out, film of them showed up in episodes including The Zoo, The Judgment Day Machine, Excursion to Babel, Transformation, The Resistance Disorder, and The Way to Eden. In the last episode, the regular mock-up bore the name Galileo Hue, recognizing that the first shuttlecraft was lost during the Galileo 7. During the Omega Greatness, the U.S. Exeter, a starship of a similar class as the Endeavour, is said to convey 4 shuttlecraft. The full-size theatrical prop known as the Galileo shuttlecraft was not taken apart. Rather, it passed through the hands of several different owners. The 1966 mock-up was sold at closeout for $70,150 in summer 2012. In Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, the Galileo was restored for 9 months by the new owner, Adam Schneider, who is a collector of items used in Star Trek movies. After that, it was given to NASA's Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center Museum in Houston 5. On July 31, 2013, the shuttle Galileo was officially unveiled at Space Center Houston 6. In 2014, the prop was used once more in a movie production and was used in a scene of the fan-made Star Trek Continues episode Fairest of Them All. Star Trek, free from the constraints of what could be built spacecraft of all kinds, were shown to the audience in the animated series. In The Slaver Weapon, a larger shuttlecraft with a long nose akin to the Star Wars X-Wing fighter appeared years before their first appearance. A different type of shuttlecraft was featured in the episode Mud's Passion. Due to its substantial budget, Star Trek, numerous shuttle-like vehicles were depicted in the movie operating close to Earth. However, the carrier is almost consistently accessible. Transports gave a sensational approach to characters to enter. A traveler transport conveying Chief of Naval Operations James T. Kirk is shown arriving in San Francisco. In a travel pod, shaped like a barrel, Kirk travels from a space station orbiting Earth to the Enterprise. In a shuttle named after the Vulcan philosopher Surak, which carries warp-drive missiles on a detachable sled, Spock and Enterprise dock. The refurbished Enterprise's cargo deck is depicted in matte paintings as carrying shuttles similar to the Surak, but without the warp-drive sled, indicating that this is a typical shuttle